Today we have a good episode. We're going to follow up on our prior two episodes where we talked about a big media lie that I saw a couple days ago where they were saying that the stock market was going up because they thought Joe Biden was going to be president. And then, was it Monday? It was before the election. They doubled down and said, yeah, see, we told you so. But yet we talked about how the two real big economic the things driving it were domestic manufacturing data being released for October and then Chinese manufacturing data being released, which, may or may not be true, whatever. So anyway, the market went up pretty decently yesterday and the market went on a tear again today. It went up basically a little short of 2 points. Let's pull this up. Yeah, the Dow went up 2 points today, right there. NASDAQ went up 2.5 points, and the S&P went up 2 points. But we went up 4.5 points. So a little bit of a pullback, call it 4 points, whatever. Now, I want to talk about a couple things that immediately caught my eye today. Number one, again, ironically, the same CNN business said that the market was going up because Joe Biden was going to be president. And they said they're on their best week since April as vote count wears on, which means they don't know if he's going to be president. So, talk how you want, but you got to be at least intellectually consistent if you're going to do that. So let's talk about a couple stocks that jumped out at me today. One, Huffman Mifflin went down 14%. Not really a COVID stock per se. I mean, it sort of is. It went down today. But overall, it's a little bit of a little of an outlier. I might take a look at that a little bit later. In fact, let's just plug that in just so I can remember to look at it later. Okay. All right. But then the one that really jumped in my mind was we were looking at this stock. Texas Holdings. It was down to went under $1, and I said I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do it because it was under $1, and I didn't know how long it was going to be under $1. And there's always a chance of being delisted or them, doing reverse splits or something like that. And then I look at it today, and what do I see? I see it went up 50%. And it a little bit, just about 50%. And it's gone over 100% over the last couple days. So it's like, all right, I had my eye on the target, pardon the pun. I had my eye on the right stock. I was really looking at it, and I let that under $1 thing mess with my head. So that's on me. I screwed up on that one. But I identified a good one. So I'm going to keep an eye out. And if there's any other ones that jump out to me, I guess I'm going to keep my eye on the ball a little bit better than I did. So that being said, we noticed some consistent things today. Casino stocks took off today. Again, 10% went up 10%. Well, I'll call it 8%. They do ATMs and card swipe machines. At casinos, DraftKings went up 9% today. So that's really good. Century Casinos went up another 11% today. Call it 10% today. And these are all stocks that we own. And Full House Resorts went up another 15% today. I only wish I had this stock. But again, if we want to be fair and take a look at this, see if I still have that on here. Nope, I used to have this highlighted. But Full House was another one that I was looking at. So, oh man, two stocks that I'm looking at that I was just debating whether to pull the trigger on had massive days. So this goes to show you, even I can fall into that second guessing thing. But when you got the right stock, you lock in and you pull the trigger. So with that being said, Signet Jewelers went up 8% today. That's our best producer overall. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. That went up 8% today. Azul Airlines went up today. Azul Airlines, which is down in Brazil, went up 13% today. United Airlines went up 6% today, and American Airlines went up 5%. And so this is without any big economic news. It's not like there's a stimulus package. It's not like a vaccine was announced. It's not like any of that. But I think as the election day at least passes, people are kind of retreating in their corners and like, all right, just pick a winner already. If it's Trump, Trump. If it's Biden, Biden. But we're moving on from an investment standpoint. All right. So with that being said, Talk about that media lie again. They're not rooting for Biden, because watch what happens if Trump wins Arizona, which very well could happen. And he runs in North Carolina, Georgia, and Pennsylvania, which very well could happen. He'll have over 270 votes, and these people on CNN Business that we look at aren't going to sit here and have an explanation for that. So with that being said, take a look at our portfolio. And then we're going to take a look at October as a whole. So overall, or actually we'll talk about some activity that we did today. So late last night, early this morning, I put out some limit orders. I looked at number one, Fang, which is an oil. It's Diamondback Energy, hence the name Fang. Has an 89% buy rate. I went ahead and did target prices for some stocks, and this one came up. Just looked really, really good. It was close to 3%. I mean, it wasn't one of the high producers that we have here, but it was close enough. So it was sitting a little under 27. I decided to put a limit order on that at 25, and it was in the 25. So I might actually update that one and see what happens, because I do want to buy this one for sure. PBF, we put one in at 5.30, and it came in at 5.30, so which is perfect, and it's sitting at 5.30 right now. So we actually moved our cost basis from about 6.8 to 6.05 and some change, which is a beautiful thing. So we'll clear that one out there as well. And I thought, let's do it. Since the market's down, it's moving on its way up. Let's do Soho, which was sitting at It's sitting at 160. I thought, okay, let's buy it at 155 if we come to it, which I thought would fill today, but who knows? We'll see what happens. But our cost base is at 170, so it's a chance to get a really good stock that I really like. It has a soft spot in my heart, and ability to lower that cost basis a little bit. We'll take a look at Houghton Mifflin later on. So overall, we're doing pretty good. We're up from the mid-20s, which we were a few days ago, up to 40% off of our current purchases. 95%, we were up at, I think it was like 73% or something around there. We're back up to almost doubling our entire portfolio based on the initial 34,000 that we put in. So with that being said, that's looking good. Top performers, again, Signet, which is getting close to our quadruple number. Let's take a look. And Redwood Trust, which is a REIT, has tripled. Caesars Entertainment as a casino, tripled. Crestwood Equity is an oil stock, tripled basically. And we were able to reduce these from the 20s and 30s into the teens and almost single digits there. Soho went down into the single digits, and Yuko's been moving up. We haven't bought anything else out, so that's almost back in single digits. I've been debating putting a purchase in for XAN, but at the same time, I thought there were some better options out there. We'll still take a look at it, but mainly just to drive this red number down so we can come out faster and make more money on the back end. All right, so with that being said, projections as a whole, we're still projecting out at about 335,000. That might change in the future, but for right now, that's kind of where we're looking. We finished October, got our statement in a little bit. We only had two purchases. ICAGI, we bought some, and PBF, which is an oil stock. This is the airline stock in Europe. PBF is an oil stock here. We closed out our position in Red Robin Group, mainly because I figured, if we come into a second wave or there's an increase of cases, people are getting skittish. The restaurants are going to take a little bit. So we're going to wait and see if we can get that drop down to a lower number if we're going to consider buying that again. But overall, not bad. I mean, October was kind of a rough month for everybody, but we only lost 10%. But when you look at other months that we had, we did pretty good. September was a tough month for a lot of people. We pretty much broke even. August, we were up 24%. July, we went down 5%. June, 16% down. May, we're up 47%. April, we're up 42%. And March, we're up 30%. So we're doing really well. With that being said, we're going to take a look at tomorrow. If the market goes down, we have some good buys here. I might move Fang a little bit higher just to see if we can get into it. So we'll take a look at that. I'll just put that in. Put it in light blue, just so I can remember about it. And the other ones, if they fill, great. If they don't, So if they go up, if the prices go up, these numbers lower. If they go down, this number lowers. So we're going to win either way. So with that being said, we're up to 85,360.02, 85,360.02. Hopefully in the next few days, probably next week, we'll get over 90,000, and hopefully, I don't know, by mid-November, maybe Thanksgiving, we can get over 100,000. So we're moving in the right direction. The market is going up. Make sure you buy. This is an absolute discount time. It's like buying Christmas lights at the day after Christmas or buying TVs on the day after Thanksgiving. You won't get another time like this. So go ahead and get in there. Also in the video description, there's a link to the spreadsheet where you can go in and basically download it, use it for yourself, analyze what we're doing on here. And there's also, if you don't have a Robinhood account, which is the main platform that we use, there's a link in the video description as well, where you can actually get a free stock on me. So with that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. To get more information on the sales cheat code, go ahead and click on the subscribe button below. Also down below in the video description, down there, there's a link that takes you to our website that gives you additional content, some additional freebies that we have, and gives you information on some programs that we have that have been proven to help people to make sales easy so that you can make the kind of money you want, live the lifestyle that you've always wanted, and not have to struggle in the process. And what might be the coolest thing of all is you don't have to put much effort into it. It truly is a cheat code that most people don't know about. And it's a cheat code that can change your life today. So click on the link below and let me help you start to experience these results starting right now.